Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? This is Miss Gail over here at Georgia Peachnet coming to you live. I know some of you are like, what? She's doing live by herself? Yes, I am. Once again, we are here hit with another recall. Recall for candy sold at Walmart, Target is upgraded to highest risk level. Yesterday, I mentioned to you guys that there are several different tiers of recalls, and this one is at the very top of that. A variety of candy sold products sold in 17 states are now part of a recall class one, indicating the highest risk level according to the Food and Drug Administration. The Iowa-based Palmer, Palmer, Palmer Candy Company initially issued a voluntary recall for several white-coated confectionery items back in May due to possible salmonella contamination. Well, let's see here. On August 6th, the FDA upgraded the recall to a class 1 level. So what does that tell you? I mean, more people are getting sick. Even though they issued the recall, some people had this candy in their house, possibly this is just my opinion. And eating it, they don't know about the recalls, and therefore they're getting sick. The numbers are adding up. That's why I say I'm doing this so you can call your people, and they can call their people, and they can call their people, and so forth, so that the word can get out. Alert them to look in their cabinets, look in their refrigerators, look in their pantries to see if they have these items. This is the most severe type of FDA recall because there is a risk of serious injury or death. The agency noted it on its website. However, there have been no reported illnesses or deaths related to the recall to date. And this was sent to me, it's been out 17 hours ago now. But I read it this morning, so when I read it, it was very fresh. So, however, let's see here. The affected products include Palmer, Palmer, Palmer candies, Munchie Medley, Classic, that's one. Then Classic Yogurt Pretzels, that's two. Caramel with a swirl pretzel, three. One, two, three, that's four. Zebra fudge cookies, frosted pretzels, patriotic pretzels, and among or others. So they're just saying among others. So just say if you got something from Palmer's, read the back of the package. Let your conscience be your guide. The products were sold at Walmart, Target, Dollar General, and Hy-Vee in Alabama, California, Florida, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, North Dakota, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, South Dakota, Texas, Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. So I touched on this the other day. You know, you're gonna have to Google it, Google the company's name or recall, and you're going to have to go on ahead and do your homework on this, people, because people are getting sick. Hello, my Renaissance grandma. Thank you for coming in. GT Grows in Alaska. I forgot to look for the comments. Hi. I hear it buzzing. Just let you. Oh, you know what that is. Okay. Thank you. You shouldn't hear it anymore. I had my mouse. Y'all know me and that mouse. Hi, Rudy. Wellness with Hugo Mom. LP, the FP Dementia. I am so glad to see you guys. Let me go back up here to the top, see if I missed anyone. Oh my goodness, I am like, I keep forgetting to do that. Oh, it's that girl number one. How are you doing? Thank you so much, you guys. I'm just doing this live stream because it was easier for me. Thank you for that, GT. I hope it's gone. And I usually just go ahead and do a video and then get it out, but I've got to. It's easier to do it this way. Hey, Hey, Gina Jones, how you doing? Thank you guys for coming in. These recalls are real. They're real. And I had so many to come across my phone today. I was like, we can't worry about how it's happening. We can worry about that later. We got to get the word out because people are still getting sick. And there's a long list of the food with the food best by dates on here um, that I would take. It would take 20 more years to read all this stuff. Just look up, tell your family, friends, and that's half of the United states that I called out to look up Palmer candies. Just look up Palmer's candy and to check it and make sure that it's not on the recalls list. If they have it, and like I said, Walmart, Target, Dollar General, and Hy-Vee, and just about at least almost half of the United States is where the candy is been sold at. So people have got to get the word out. There's another one that I need to tell you guys about that I'm going to. Happy Friday to everybody. And you're so early sick of these daily because I know, but you know something, we get sick and we get tired. But we can't get too sick and tired because you need to know what's out there so you don't go by it, so your family member don't go by it. If we get so fed up, see, we get overcome. We do get overcome. I got overcome last week and was going to try to put some more out there, but there was so many. I just kind of just had to stop because it was too much. But then the spirit said, "You got to do something. Do your part. Get out there and make sure the people know. You know, we don't want people getting sick and whatever else may come with that. If we know some information and we don't share it, it's overwhelming. I think about the people back in the 60s and the 30s and the 50s and the 40s fighting for freedom, and they were tired of seeing their loved ones hung by trees and being beaten and stabbed and jailed and killed. They were tired and overcome, but they kept pushing. They kept the faith. I mean, can you only imagine what they went through daily? Jones Troop, hi, darling. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. So we have this communication mode. They didn't have that. They had to do braids in the hair and do maps with the braids in the hair and other kinds of means of information in order to move about and get information to those who need it and those who were supposed to move out of the endangered areas. They had to be creative. All I have to do is come in here and look at my phone. And if I can't do that, I don't have to get up and walk and travel for miles and worry about dogs being on me. We can do this. Yes, take a break from it when it gets to be overwhelming, but go back to it because we don't want this to touch anybody, especially our loved ones. And if it does, then we're going to feel bad. We're going to feel bad. So let's stay vigilant. We have got to stay vigilant. You know, this stuff is out here. You guys are gardeners. You're growing your own food. Continue to grow. And when I say every time something come on my phone, I go out there and drop some more seeds. I do. I do. And I have people who I never thought would start reciprocating and doing this, but they're beginning to get the message. This is, look, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to get into why and not going to get into it. It's part of a system. It's beginning to look like something, though. You let your conscience be your guide. It's beginning to look like something, okay? So we can't sleep. There's no resting. We can rest when it's time for us to go to the maker. We can't rest right now. You have to think about your children, your grandchildren, your great great grandchildren. You got to set something in stone for them to follow by, to understand what's going on in this world and to act accordingly. I didn't want to have to get on here and do all this. I need to be at the post office sending out packages to some of your gardeners. But I had to do it. I dragged my feet today because I'm like, man, I can't even catch up to all the information I already have because I got to deal with the information that came in today. I'm looking at as look, Halloween is coming. Okay, you know what I'm about to say about that candy. Uh, Candy recall is issued as Halloween season approaches. Stores they'll pull Smiley surprise eggs from shelves. Now you heard like I said, those you go into these stores and buying these eggs, these Easter eggs for your not Easter egg, but Halloween candy eggs for your children or to give out in the neighborhood. It's uh they pull smile it says pull Pull Smile is Smileys surprise eggs from the shelf. This here stuff just came up. Candy recall issued as Halloween season approaches, and let's see what it says. Um, as the spooky season draws near, a popular confectionery item has become the subject of a serious safety concern. Now, this is another name that I've dealt with before. Heron, Heron Foods, and this is over in the UK. And yes, I do here in the UK too. I'm not just talking about us. UK grocery chain has initiated an urgent recall of its Smiley Surprise egg, a favorite among young consumers. This action comes in response to a critical oversight in product labeling, potentially endangering individuals with food allergies. And that's important too. If you have a food allergy and you eat something that's not mentioned on the package, uh, it could be fatal. So it has a stark warning regarding the presence of undeclared hazelnuts in the product. So, I mean, if you know somebody that lives over there, I have people who are going to go to Europe the end of this month. So I'll make sure that they know. If you know somebody that's over there, call them. Ask them if they know about it, if they heard about it, but alert them to. Um, there's so much stuff that's popped up on my phone. I can't keep up with it. Alert them to what's going on and make sure that they are not eating any of this stuff. They are continuously posting the information about the cucumbers. I talked about that yesterday, and people are saying, "Really, cucumbers?" So I thought the person who said that, I thought they knew about it. People, grow your own cucumbers. It's easy to grow. Um, a lot of the stuff that's out here, and I'm getting it constantly on the phone. The update on the recall, update on the recall. The government is issuing this stuff out uh, over and over again. So somewhere along the line, people are not getting the message, and people are getting sick. People are getting sick. People are being hospitalized. This is serious. This is serious. I talked about the silk milk yesterday. You guys, and I think I talked about it on my live too. You need to be just more vigilant, and when you feel like it's overwhelming, just make sure that you take a break, but don't take too long of a break. This is happening every day, all day long, so you can't stop. We can't afford to go to sleep. And let's keep the conversation going. As long as this is happening at the rate that it's going, let's keep the conversation going. Um, this was 15 hours ago. Groceries and fast foods are widely tainted with rocket fuel chemicals. You guys heard about that? I'm just gonna let y'all mill on that for a second. Groceries and fast food are widely tainted with a rocket fuel chemical. Uh, Testing finds fast food. It says hashtag fast food, hashtag food safety, FDA, public health. So, what is this talking about? Where are we going with this? An item in your fridge could share this ingredient with explosives. I'm just going to let y'all suck on that one a little bit too. An item in your fridge could share this ingredient with explosives. Does that make any sense to y'all? Does that make any sense? Somebody said they share. Okay. Um, oh, okay. I know what you're saying, Renaissance Grandma. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Exactly. And you're right. You're right. But now we're looking at something here about what could be in your refrigerator, um, fuel chemical testing fines. Has anyone heard about that? And LP, yes, there's yet another cucumber recall. Yes, this is like within 24 hours. Within 24 hours, another cucumber recall. I just did one yesterday on the recall, and then last week, and it's a recall on the recall. People, it make you want to cry. But we know better. We're not going there buying that, right? But our family members may be buying it. Our neighbors may be buying it. Our friends may be buying it. It's like I said when I walked into my grocery store day before yesterday, and there were people in line in the deli, line getting deli meat. Now the deli meat wasn't there last week. They put it back in there. It's the mindset. It's the mindset. Me personally, I'm not going in the deli buying anything. No, because that stuff can travel from one case into the other. But people just not thinking. We are so trained into just being corralled into one thought, one way of being. We just pushed into one area, and it's so dangerous. And yeah, my Renaissance grandmama, I agree. It's the way that they are training us to think. Right here in my own house, somebody said, "Go get me a hoagie." Last week, I almost hit the floor. I said, "You said you do what? Go get your hoagie." Then I talk to you about the see right here in my own house. So yes, now we're talking about fuel ingredients in your fridge that could possibly explode. This was put out August 15, 2024. And they are going into, we do our best to take care of ourselves, but recent testing shows there's a potentially harmful chemical that even our fresh vegetables can carry into or onto the plate. Perch, perchlorate, okay, here I go. Perchlorate, perchlorate, Perchlorate. I'm probably butchering that name. Percolate, perchlorate. I think that's what it's called. Percolate, Perchlorate, which is used in rocket fuel, missiles, explosives, airbags, and certain types of plastic. Why? Consumer Reports analyzed samples to see just how contaminated our food really is. And they looked at 196 samples of 63 supermarket products and 10 fast food items chosen based on prior research and analyzed items packaging as well. About 67% of CR's samples had detectable perchlorate levels. Children's and baby food had the highest level. I'm going to say that again. Children and baby food had the highest level, averaging 19.4 per parts per billion. And that is in parentheses ppb. That's what that stands for, parts per billion. Fast food, 7.7 ppb. And fresh fruits and vegetables, 9.3 ppb, also had high perchlorate levels on average. Let's just let that get into your system. Anybody else know about that? Anybody else read about the rocket fuel in our food and our baby's food? Do you know how serious that is? And how is it our government let this stuff happen? No, who's buying in the store? Anything wrapped in plastic carries a much higher risk. Food in plastic containers average nearly 54 ppb of perchlorate. The U.S. Environment Protection Agency safety threshold for perchlorate is zero point 0.7. Now, I think those rates that I just called out is way higher than that. They allow zero point 0.7 micrograms per kilogram of body weight per day. So we are allowed to consume some portion of it. We shouldn't be allowed to consume any of it. But CR reports that some experts say this is too high. Yeah, I agree. And other countries seem to agree. The European Food Safety Authority has set a threshold of less than half the EPA's. There's a zero point 0.3 micrograms per kilogram of body weight per day. So we're still allowed to ingest this stuff. They say it's okay for us to get it in our system. Just a little bit of it, not much, just a little bit of it. Whoa! Oh Lord! CR didn't find any food items with percolate levels above either the EPA's or EFSA's uh, limits within one serving, but we can eat more than one serving of food a day. That's what they say. People making up decisions for us. Nobody asks us. Those exposed to high levels of percolate can develop thyroid issues and experience changes in hormone production. This could affect metabolism in adults, leading to disorders like type 2 diabetes. Since thyroid hormone levels can affect brain and nervous system development, fetuses and young children can be impacted by exposure as well. It's also easier for children and babies to consume a dangerous amount of percolate uh, because of their size. I'm just kind of stopping and holding right there because this is like affecting our children. This is our future, you people. And we have to learn this stuff and give some kind of voice to our leaders, let them know that we see this and ask them questions about what are they doing about it. That's our part because our leaders are the ones who give the voice to the voiceless. We are not totally voiceless. We can say something, but they are the ones who speak out for those of us who don't have that platform. It's more to life than just going about our daily business and seeing what we see in front of us. You know, they throw that curtain down and they only allow you to see what they want you to see while they're doing stuff behind the curtain, stuff going on behind the curtain. And then when it's all said and done, you look up and you're like, oh well, oh well. But if we see this stuff now, we go to right to our senator, right to our representative, whomever, and say, look, tell me about what's going on with percolate. What do you know about that? And see if they can answer in the affirmative and let you know they do know. Or are they just pulling a check? That's what they're there for. That's what you go to the polls and vote for them to represent you. We should not be ingesting this stuff, and our children should not be subjected to it. It says a serving of the CR tested box mac and cheese contain nearly 50% of the EFSA limit for a 1 or 2 year old. 50% of it limit for a 1 or 2 year old. A serving of the tested baby rice cereal, baby multigrain cereal, or organic yogurt would be a quarter of the limit each. CR did not specify the brands of product tested. I was looking for that. I didn't see no brands. How about that? I mean, you tell us this stuff is in the baby food and you don't tell us what the brand name is. See, that needs to be addressed. At least tell us what the brand name is, but you know it's about this because they know you're not going to buy it. And that hurts me when they say that because the children don't even have a chance. They don't stand a chance. As mentioned before, fresh foods aren't exempt from this. Okay, fresh foods aren't exempt from this. A serving typically around 3/4 a cup of baby carrots, collard greens, and cucumbers can each exceed 50% of the EFSA daily limit for kids between 1 and 2 years old. Are y'all hearing me? Okay, you said you have a video that dropped today about something I read at 5 o'clock this morning that totally disgusts me. I'll be waiting. We got to get all on this. We talking about little kids. We talking about little kids. We talking about our babies. We talking about our grandchildren, our nieces, our nephews, our friends' children. I want to cry. And the United States is they allowed it, and they up there right here on my screen. They saying that. How can a child's body, a baby's body, process that? Then we're talking about they got learning disabilities and all this other stuff. You giving it to them. So processed foods or not, it wouldn't be difficult for a young child to exceed daily limits. Processed foods or not, it would not be difficult for a young child to exceed daily limits. Woo, hazy mood. Hi, darling. Thank you for coming in. I'm just, that's sad. It's just sad. CR experts can't say for sure, but they hypothesize that percolate is most abundant in food marketed for children because those products are more likely to use anti-static plastic packaging, which sometimes contain percolate. As for produce, it may be because it was irrigated with water contaminated with the chemical. Okay, did y'all get that? Hey, Shawty, 2003, how are you doing? Did y'all get that? Did y'all get that little part right there? Y'all get that little part right there? Okay, advocates have been trying to reduce the amount of perchlorate in food for years. In 2019, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration denied a petition from several health and environmental advocacy groups that asked the FDA to ban perchlorate in food packaging. And once again, I'm going to spell that because I'm sure mispronounces Perchlorate. Perchlorate. The group asked the FDA to ban perchlorate in food packaging. And so there's a group already working against it. Uh, CR reports that in 2020, the EPA walked back, delayed plans to set limits on perchlorate in drinking water. So y'all tell me why they walked it back. Okay, I will, D-Mood, I'll send it to you. And it is on my About page as well. CR reports that in 2020, the EPA walked back delayed plans to set limits on perchlorate in drinking water. Why? Knowing that it's harmful. Why? Answer the question. Answer the question. You drinking the water, your children drinking the water. Why? They get paid to do a job to protect us, but they're getting, I don't know if they're getting it on the table. I'm just saying my opinion. I've been watching too many movies. Why? You're drinking this water, it's affecting you, it's affecting your children. And this is the EPA's job to protect us, but they walked it back. They had a plan, they walked it back, so they stopped it. It's in your drinking water. I just told you what it does to you. You've been affected by this. You've been affected by it right now. Every time you eat something in plastic, every time you drink something in plastic, you've been affected by it. So why, if they've been told and it's been shown that it is harmful to our bodies, harmful to our babies, why did they walk it back? They get paid from us. We pay them money. Without our money, they wouldn't have a job. They wouldn't. Let me leave them alone. The Natural Resources Defense Council sued the EPA. The Natural Resources Defense Council sued the EPA. And a U.S. Court of Appeals ruled that the EPA's reversal wasn't allowed. The court ordered the EPA to put limits on perchlorate in drinking water, and the agency said they'll propose those limits by November 21, 2025. The agency said they're proposed. What does that mean? Those limits by 2020, by November 21, 25. This is 24. So you still drinking it. They haven't done anything. What they doing? Yeah, what they doing? What are they doing? What is it all about? Y'all tell me what it's all about. Maybe I'm missing something. Well, maybe I'm missing something. They're going to still have you drinking this stuff with this harmful chemical in it that is about rocket fuel. We're drinking rocket fuel chemical, something that could be explosive in your refrigerator. This is what it said. I just read it to you. I didn't make this up. It's serious. Water and food with contaminated water, yeah. This is all, D-Mood, you missed the beginning, but it says groceries and fast foods are widely tainted with a rocket fuel chemical. This is what the testing has found. An item in your refrigerator could share this ingredient with explosives. That's a stopper right there. with explosives in your refrigerator, and they're dragging their feet, taking care of this issue. And the name of it is PERCHLORATE. I'm just putting information out there. That's all. And our children are being subjected to it. So I'm not gonna hold you guys. I just wanted to bring this to you. I've got some mailing to do. Finally got a vehicle. Both of our. If you have ever had both your vehicles down, both of them. I mean, life just teaches you about patience and acceptance and non-acceptance. But both vehicles were down, and I've got things that I need to do. But I just had to calm myself. I did. I've been at home, and I've had people come pick me up and take me here and there, but you don't want to bug them too much, so you can run and do what you have to do, and you jump back in the house and say thank you, but you didn't do everything you need to do. But when I woke up this morning, somebody handed me some keys. I just thank God. Where the truck is fixed, and that fixed all the way. Hi, Matthew Irvin. I am just fine. Does it say what items in my refrigerator? Anything wrapped in plastic, it didn't break it down, but anything that's wrapped in plastic, let me go back in here. And if you look up the name of the item, let's see here. You look up the name of the fuel that they are talking about. Uh, it will give you a list of items that are wrapped in there. I mean, we're talking about baby food and just everything that's wrapped in plastic just about has this chemical in it. This just popped up 2 hours ago. Trader Joe's recalled a household item due to a safety risk. I don't know if you guys have heard about that. And I try not to put too much out because it can be overwhelming. I know what overwhelm means. So I'm with Renaissance Mama. I got overwhelmed when I saw this stuff, but I just had to come back to it. It's dealing with the product recall, seemingly an unavoidable part of being a consumer in 2024, as companies frequently pull items from shelves in response to health and safety concerns. The latest grocery product to be recalled in 2024, a popular Trader Joe's household item that has reportedly been the cause of more than a dozen fire incidents. Y'all need to know about this. I don't go to Trader Joe's, but I don't know. Somebody I know may. Trader Joe's just recalled about 653,000 of its mango tangerine scented candles, according to a notice. Recalled about 653,000 of its mango tangerine scented candles. Posted on the Consumer Product Safety Commission's website. The move came after Trader Joe's learned that the candle flame can spread from the wick to the wax, which causes a larger than expected blaze. I'm just going to hold right there. So you light your candle, you have it on your table, you walk away, and you can come back to a fire. So, uh, the firm has received 14. The firm has received 14 reports of incidents involving high flames with a recalled candle, including these 3 reports of minor property damage and 2 reports of minor burns. The recall notice read. So they're showing a picture of it on here. It looks like it's like a tin container. The recall candle was sold in Trader Joe's stores nationwide in June for about $4. They come in a tin container with white colored wax and a cotton wick. The candles also weigh about 5.7 ounces and have the screw number 56879 located on the bottom of the container. Any customers who purchase the affected candles should stop using them immediately and return them to any Trader Joe's store for a full cash refund of $4. Um, I say asking for your gas money too if that's what you're going back for. It's gonna cost you $4 just to go there. So that's another item that just popped up, and they say you can receive. Alternately, customers can complete Trader Joe's product feedback form and online receive a $4 gift card by mail. Those who opt for this refund method will receive a response from Trader Joe's customer relations requesting a receipt or a photo of the candles. So make sure you have one of the two handy. I won't go into all the other stuff, but yeah, that part. So I'm gonna stop right there. You guys got things to do. I'm going to get out of here. They're talking about some more stuff at Trader Joe's. I'm not going to go into that because of what they had earlier this year. They had recalls on chicken, lentil, caramelized onions, onion pilaf, farm matters and stuff, and basil, cashew. You guys, thank you so much for coming in. Um, I'm going to go and head to the post office and get this stuff mailed off. And I will see you guys in the garden soon. I love you and thank you once again for coming in. You moved Matthew Irving and my Renaissance Grandma. I love you guys. Stay vigilant and talk to your people. Bye bye.